Saints beat the Buccaneers. Tyler Shough's best game yet. The second part is a no doubt about it. This is definitely his best game yet. This is off the bench is the backdrop. Jacob Hester, Matt Flynn. Front drop is the superstar. Face of the franchise. That's me.
All right, the New Orleans Saints. They go on the road, and they beat the Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yeah.
And as I said on Twitter yesterday, it was gritty over pretty. But
it was some pretty in there too. It was gritty, but it also was kind of pretty.
They found a way. 24-20. This game is not going to go in the Louvre. They're not going to hang this one up. They're not going to talk about this one for years to come. But
I can't stop talking about it. I've talked about it every chance I get. What do you mean? Unbelievable game. Fun game to watch. Really exciting game, roller coaster game, good football, just some good old-fashioned weather game. There was a little bit of everything in this one. Super exciting game.
That doesn't matter because for the Saints, you show some growth. You show that your young quarterback, Tyler Shough, it wasn't great through the air. 13 of 20, 144 yards, no touchdowns, one.
It was in a Category 2 hurricane.
Interception. He had, took 3 sacks.
Sacks got to get better.
But he made winning plays.
Hell yeah.
He had 7 rushes for 55 yards, a 34-yard run, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Now, none of us had that on the bingo card, but again, it's finding a way to get it done.
Well, now, hold on. The OG bingo card, when Tyler Shough got drafted, the OG bingo card had, Tyler Shough can run, design runs, read options, RPO, like whatever. And then we didn't see that. And then he was a statue back there his first couple of games. And on this program, the number one most listened to, most watched program in New Orleans sports media, I came on here and I said, where is the design runs? Like, where is all this? Rattler was way more mobile than Shough. What's going on? Well, Kellen said, why me do? He said, I go and why me do? Because all of a sudden now, read options every play. That's the engine of the entire offense. Shough is giving it. He's keeping it himself. Devin Neal's doing it. I mean, he's doing everything. Now, I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to be the move moving forward. Just like when something's not working, i.e. Taysom Hill quarterback powers, and Kellen immediately goes away from it the very next week, he is going to lean into this. I'll go ahead and tell you. Kellen is absolutely going to lean into the fact that this works. He's going to lean into the fact that, man, the read option was sweet. Man, Tyler Shough running these design runs is sweet. This is going to be the new offense on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. It's going to be this. It's not to this extent, but think about what Jaden Daniels did his first year in Washington. It's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be read option with like a rollout and one read. And he can either take it himself, he can hand it off, or he can hit that one pass. And they're going to be there. I'm telling you, all of a sudden the Saints are going to go from we can't get a yard to, man, it is hard to stop this team on the short yardage.
The wild part about this entire Saints season, it's not been quarterback play.
Right. No.
Like when you look at the totality of their season, they've actually gotten pretty decent quarterback play regardless of who's been in there.
Yep. They've gotten really good, solid quarterback play throughout the season. That quarterback has not been the problem, but there hasn't been the games where the quarterback's gone out and won it.
And he won this one.
He did this one.
Yeah,
And
shout out to
Tyler Shough
him.
played great, played gritty. And you say not a great game passing the ball. Now, I didn't get to watch the whole game. I had
as far as the stats, he did 7.2 per attempt is pretty good number.
And it was nasty weather. It was a sloppy game.
Yeah, everyone in the Southeast had a ton of rain.
Yeah, it was a sloppy game, so you're not expecting a lot through
this guy
the air.
hates a rain game.
Oh, I do hate a rain game. All quarterbacks do. I hate a rain game. Then on top of that, the middle of the field looks like it's the inside track of a horse racing on a horse track. Whatever.
It was sloppy. It was a monsoon. It was real rain. It wasn't like a drizzle. It was pouring.
It's like, yeah, you don't want those games, but you found a way to win.
Right.
And you found a way to put the team on your back at the end. And kudos to Tyler Shough, man. Played gritty, won a nasty game, and against a really gritty and nasty playing quarterback on the other side of the field. I mean, that's the kind of game that the kid on the other side, the other team, plays like week in, week out. So that's a really awesome thing to grow from.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if he gives you like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't know if he gives you like Tyler Shough's my final answer, period. But it certainly trends in that direction.
Yeah.
Just because of, that.
Well, remember, we don't have to have the answer to the final question. We don't have to have that. The only answer we have to have is Tyler Shough showing enough to where we are willing to go into next year with him as a starting quarterback? Whether he signs another contract, whether he's the starting quarterback in year 3 or 4, we figure that out later. Don't put the chickens before the horses. All we got to decide now is, in a couple of months here, are we sticking with Shough or are we going with another quarterback? Right now, that answer is crystal clear. Now, of course, we could see an implosion, turnovers, really bad play, whatever. That could open that question back up. But where I sit right now, Tyler Shough's your starting quarterback in 2026.
That he's talented. He's got arm talent, can make all the throws, can do this and that. But yesterday showed you a little something else from the competitive side of things, being able to make a play when things aren't there. Someone in the chat said being able to ignore the actual play and just go find a way to make the play.
Yeah.
And he did it. And so kudos to him. On the road, nasty environment. A team that's not very good, going to a team that's been really good at times this year. Yeah. Struggled a little bit more recently, but has been. We've seen Taylor's tears a little bit more frequently recently than we did the entirety of the season. Yeah. He was pretty high and mighty for a while this season.
Yeah,
old Taylor.
Hey,
kudos, hats off to Tyler Shough. We've and like you said, dude, the quarterback play has been just throughout the year solid.
Yeah,
not great. Not bad.
No, but
the quarterback play has been fine, but it's like a microcosm of the offense where when the offense was really stale, or in the moments that it's really stale, a lot of the times the quarterback's not even on the field, right? We're doing something else. Something else is going on. And, this whole thing, we keep focusing and spotlighting the quarterback, of course, right? It's the NFL, most important position in sports, all that stuff, the talisman, the captain of the team, face of the franchise, come on. But really, this season's been much more about the offense finding its way as a whole. What are we going to do on 1st and 10? What are we going to do to open games? How are we going to run the ball? What's that look like? What's it look like on 2nd and 6? And what's it look like on 4th and 1? Who's got the ball in their hands? What's our intermediate routes? What's our deep routes? Who are we targeting in moments? 3rd and 5, need a catch. Who we going to? And those answers have changed week in and week out. And I think now Kellen is starting to find his answers. He's starting to find, okay, let's go to Devaughn Vele here. Okay, this is how we're going to run. This is how we're going to start the game. This is what we're going to do with Tyler Shough. This is what we're going to do on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. He's starting to slowly put it together. The quarterback is obviously a big part of that, for sure. But it's the overall rhythm, it's the overall identity of the offense that's changing and trending towards the positive.
It's just been solid.
You look at the analytics of it, and their quarterbacks have been between 16 and 20 in almost every analytic, right? So it's been good enough to not be 3 and 10.
Yep.
But to your point,
it hasn't been what you needed to get a bad team over the hump enough, right? And
but you made 2 plays in this game that were.
Yeah, you did. And this is one of the first games. Now, has there been plays by both quarterbacks during their time that could have led to those moments, and guys around them didn't really make the play?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, Shough said, I'm just going to keep the ball this time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let somebody whiff on the ball and go through their arms in the end zone. I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Do it myself.
Yeah. I don't know where most Saints fans are. It's the winning and not getting the number 1 pick. We've talked about that so many times on this show. If you don't, that means that your young quarterback is playing well enough where he is, probably given the opportunity to continue to be your starting quarterback. I don't think you're going to get the number 1 overall pick anyways. There's teams that are worse than you I mean, we saw
Titans won.
We saw an ass-off bowl in the Browns and Titans, and woof, that 2-point conversion after Shadir throws a touchdown pass. I got an idea. Let's get him off the field and run Wildcat. But still, Titans, Browns, Giants, like all those teams are bad. So you're not going to get the number 1 pick. So I'm never just going to be mad at winning a game. I know that's not everybody's mind.
Win every game. Win every game. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Wanting to lose out for a better draft pick is the dumbest possible thing to do. It is the worst option. It makes 0 sense. 0 sense. I would rather win out and be 7-10 and forfeit my first round pick than lose out and get the first overall pick. That's how ass backwards this whole thing is. And it is 100% an ESPN psyop to make you watch the draft. That is it. That's it. Off the top of my head, I would guess in the last 10 years, the teams that have drafted in the top 5 the most are the Giants, the Jets, the Browns, the Titans, the Jaguars. And I would guess the teams that have drafted in the bottom 5 the most are the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers. Like, there is no correlation at all to having a top 5 pick, having a top 3 pick, having the first overall pick, and then all of a sudden that catapulting your team to success. It just doesn't happen that much. Does not happen. The Eagles have drafted in the top 5 twice in 26 years. And one of them was Carson Wentz.
But I think having your young quarterback go and win a game against a Baker Mayfield-led team on the road, that's never going to be a bad thing for me. It's never. It's just not going to be. Because now, like, you've got a quarterback that's got a little bit more confidence. He went and made game-winning plays for his team, and now you get an opportunity for a couple more times out to see what he's all about and to see if you need to take a quarterback in the first round.
And I think that decision by Mickey Loomis and gang, everyone hold your breath for this, but I think that decision's kind of a fluid decision right now. I think if you're making that decision based on right this second.
Yeah, right this second, you don't take a quarterback, but there's 4 more games, so anything can happen.
We don't need to. Like, let's build.
And also, there's the college football playoffs. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who's going to look good, who's going to look bad.
Around what we got. And I think we've been saying that for a long time. Like, quarterback's not the issue. There's so many glaring issues. Like, I think you have an answer at quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's going to be a fluid situation. Now, he can't go out and play a couple bad games. He needs to take what he did this past week and grow from that. Just like you said, like, confidence is a big thing. Now that he has been able to put a team on his back and win a game against a good team on a road, that gives you a little bit, of cockiness, a little bit of swag.
Moxie.
You've answered a question to yourself that everybody's going to have. Can I really do it?
Yeah. Can I play in this league? Am I good enough to do this? Can I run in this league? Can I be successful running the ball against, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense? Like, do I have the arm to make these throws? Can I beat these guys?
Question. Yeah, you can. So now, cut it loose. Let it fly. Yeah. Because I don't think, just like I said, I don't think like Mickey Loomis and company has like, boom, final answer. Let's just go. I think it's probably trending that direction. Go put couple more performances out there. Now, I'm not saying you're going to go win a bunch of games because the team is still the team. Win a couple more games. Go prove to them.
Oh yeah, you beat Carolina at home, or if you beat Carolina at home, and this team can start, all of a sudden, like, God forbid, if Shough has a winning record as a starting quarterback, all of a sudden, like, we talk about build a statue and we meme and joke all the time about it, but damn, they might be pouring the concrete if he wins out. Like, you beat the Panthers, you beat a couple of these teams, beat the Panthers, beat the Falcons. Yeah, he'll be the starting quarterback.
What you saw yesterday wasn't like a one-time deal. Go prove them, grow from it, and then I think answer everybody's question. Hell yeah, we got a quarterback. We'll build around. Yeah.
And I'm with this user in the chat. I don't know that I've seen a clear-cut franchise quarterback in this year's class. Now,
100%. Mendoza and Moore and Simpson, they're the best right now. I guess it reminds me so much of the Desmond Ridder, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, where it's like, I don't know, man. Like, are any of these guys a first rounder? Are any of these guys a franchise quarterback? I mean, you're going to take someone in there because it's the NFL and you're going to take a quarterback high, but I don't know. You know, like, and they may be good. And maybe Mendoza is going to be good. I just wouldn't invest a top 3, top 5 pick to find out.
Now, going down to Mobile, which very excited that we'll be back there this year, that gives me a better idea because I get a chance to see them against the best of the best.
Are you flipping serious? Didn't see Mendoza?
I did. But I don't know it's clear cut. Not to say that there won't be one. Sure, absolutely, there could be one. But I'm saying clear cut, like, man, we got a tank for this guy. I don't think there's this year. We've had years where there has been that. I don't think this is that kind of quarterback class. And again, I just think you have something right now, and you can continue to develop and continue to gain momentum with Tyler Shough right now.
No doubt, and you have to like this. You got. I
mean, he's your highest drafted quarterback too.
First of all,
you got being a second rounder.
Well, you also, if you draft a quarterback, let's say you take Fernando Mendoza 3rd overall, then you are slamming the door shut on Tyler Shough. You don't take a quarterback 3rd overall to come and be in a quarterback battle. That's not how it works. So you're also throwing that pick away, and you're throwing all that away. And it is Kellen Moore and his staff who drafted him. If Kellen Moore was getting fired and a whole new coach was coming in, yeah, they may say, I want my guy. I don't want to inherit a second rounder and make him, he's not part of my vision, whatever. This is Kellen Moore's guy. This was his plan. Kellen Moore was probably watching that Tampa Bay game thinking, see, told y'all. This is what I had. This is exactly why we drafted him 40th overall. This is it right here. So, I mean, if Fernando Mendoza goes on like a Vince Young-esque run and Indiana wins the national championship and he's, incredible, whatever, you take a look at it. But again, you're talk about a risk to throw away Tyler Shough, throw away that pick, throw away everything. Your guy, the offense is trending upwards, to go down a completely uncharted route. Or you could just build on it, get more talent, and just keep building this roster.
So you got 2 quarterbacks on a rookie contract. So this is like when people feast with all of the other positions. There's so many holes you got to fill all around that roster.
Right.
Yeah. Like this is a time where teams get right. When you don't have to pay
100%.
An absurd amount.
Right.
And I get it if you draft high.
Well, I see Matt's been watching the channel. Exactly. The Saints can feast if this keeps going the way it's going to go. Because not only is it Tyler Shough, but you'll have left tackle rookie contract, right tackle rookie contract, halfback rookie contract, wide receiver rookie contract, cornerback rookie contract times 2, safety rookie contract, linebacker rookie contract. All of a sudden, it's like, damn, we're not paying anybody. So then you can get another draft class. You bring in 7 more guys. And then you're like, well, damn, let's go in free agency and get a guard. Let's go in free agency and get, whatever you want, name it, a tight end or a wide receiver or another running back or whatever. That's when you can make a splash and go get Saquon Barkley like the Eagles did. That's when you can make a splash and go get Derrick Henry like the Ravens did. It's like, all right, we're not paying anybody. We just brought in a whole other draft class. Whatever. Jonathan Taylor's available. Let's go get him. I'm just making up something. I'm not saying actually Jonathan Taylor, or this guard, this all pro guard's available. He's 27 years old. Let's give him $50 million. That's how you do it. That is how you win. That's how you rebuild. And it's really easy to see this after a win. But if you've been paying attention, this has been happening for over a year now, where you can look around and say, man, we're trimming a lot of this old roster. We're trimming a lot of these bad contracts. We're pretty young. Wow, we have a lot of draft picks. Wow, these draft picks are actually kind of working out. We're positioned pretty well here. Do y'all remember? It wasn't that long ago. We were told what? Two things. You're going to know one for sure. Salary cap hill and old roster. Ladies and gentlemen, this effing year, you had people in the Saints media community looking you in the face and telling you this is an old roster. This has got to be one of the youngest starting rosters in the NFL. The amount of rookies on this team blows my mind every time I say it, especially if you count the coaching staff. This is probably the youngest coaching staff in NFL history, if I had to guess. Kellen Moore, Scott Tolzien, Doug Nussmeier, Brandon Staley. I mean, this is how you rebuild. And if they do this right, a.k.a. another great draft class, bring in a couple of strong free agents, the young players keep taking a step forward, this team will be right very quick.
Yeah, he's on a rookie contract technically, but like if you're going to go after, you're not going to go after a second or third rounder.
Right.
Like if you're going after one, it'd be a top 5 pick.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard some people say, well, don't take Mendoza, take someone in the third round. That's even dumber. Like you either take, like Matt said, you either say, nope, we're not passing up on Mendoza, Moore, whoever. We're taking them top 5, or you're good with Tyler Shough and you do not take a quarterback.
So this is the time, like, build around who you got. Put some pieces in place together. And then, okay, you get another year of it and you decide you want to do it, go after the class after that, because I think it's going to be a lot better.
I mean, I feel like this season proves that you can go and get a quarterback, like a quote-unquote franchise quarterback, which I agree. I don't think there's really one that sticks out to me in this class besides maybe flipping Mendoza, but
I think he's still a little bit away, too.
But, yeah, and I feel like this season proves that even if you do have somebody that's good at quarterback, it doesn't really mean anything if you don't have the weapons around him or the offensive line to protect him. So why don't you figure that out? Because we've talked about it before. You have twos everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have like a true starter besides maybe Alvin Kamara on your offense and
even
some
him,
of the
he's like,
offensive. Right. I mean, like he's like in his twilight years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as the only Saints fan in this room, I'm of the belief, like, win as many games as you can because you're going to get a good draft position anyway. And in terms of, like, weapons that you need and positions that you need, there's plenty in the class coming up.
Hell yeah.
You could get, like, a 4th pick and still get something that you need and something good.
At least try.
You will be fine at any pick. If you're drafted 9th overall, 10th overall, 11th overall, 4th overall, 5th, whatever, you're fine. There are players you can get anywhere. 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, 5th. We see it every year, right? So you're fine. Keep developing. Keep doing what you got to do, and yeah, just build the roster out and do what you just did. If we just repeat the draft class and we just bring in 5 guys who can jump in immediately and be an impactful player and start immediately and play, and I mean, imagine that. Like, imagine if next year you've got 5 to 6 new starters of free agents and draft picks along with the current roster. And then a year more of Kellen Moore and Brandon Staley in the system and just development and all that stuff.
Try to win as many games as possible because, like, even if you try, you're not gonna.
Right, but
you might win a couple. You're not gonna
Yeah.
win enough to, like, ruin your draft position.
No.
If you're a Saints fan and you were mad that they won yesterday, then you're lying to yourself because I understand it was sloppy.
Go play Fortnite. Damn. Go play Valorant. Go do something else. Go play Minecraft. Go watch Sailor Moon. I don't know. I can't believe there are actually Saints fans who, after that game on a freaking Sunday, I can understand on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when you kind of come down off the high, whatever. But on a Sunday, I had Saints fans telling me, I can't believe we won. I can't believe they're doing this. They're messing up the draft pick. What are you watching for? What is Mel Kiper crawled into your brain? Is he living in your brain like an Airbnb to where you're so invested in Mel Kiper's big board that you would rather the entire team lose and you would rather risk the development of your first-year head coach and rookies all over the shop and second-year players all over the shop You would rather risk the development of 30% of your roster and your staff because you want to get a higher pick? You want to get your chance to draft Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson or Trey Lance or who the hell, whatever bust is going to be up there? Blows my mind.
Saints won that game. The Saints were in control of that game the entire way, in my opinion. And you go look at it, what happened in the second half. The Saints were able to run the ball a lot better. They controlled the line of scrimmage pretty much the whole game. Now, I get it. People are going to say, oh, well, it was the Bucs and they're banged up. I don't care. How many times this year have we seen the Saints control the line of scrimmage? Not too often. Tyler Shough, people could say he's 27 years old. I don't care. He's a rookie. He looked like a veteran out there. He outplayed Baker Mayfield all game long. Baker made some mistakes down the stretch. Tyler Shough did not. I mean, everything about that game. I thought Kellen Moore outcoached Todd Bowles. I mean, Matt, before the show started, we were talking about it. The Bucs went for it 3 times in field goal range. You kick 2 of those, you could potentially win that game. I thought Todd Bowles got ahead of himself. I thought Kellen Moore looked like the better coach yesterday. There were so many things to build off of. It's not just, oh, we beat a banged-up division opponent in a sloppy game. No, you went out there and you controlled basically every aspect of that game from start to finish. I love what I saw.
Agreed.
You didn't love it.
Yeah, you're a Buccaneers.
Okay, did I love the result? Team. No, but if you're covering the Saints, you like to see progress, and they look great yesterday.
Hell yeah.
By the way, and this is subject to change, but just to give you an idea of what we're talking about with the quarterback, right now, ESPN.com on their draft analyst page, the top 5 quarterbacks in this draft, Ty Simpson, Dante Moore, Lenore Sellers, Mendoza, Garrett Nussmeier.
There you go. There it is. Yeah. Love it, man. Feeling good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get down in them comments below. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.